was arrested for streaking at a golf tournament.
The man dressed up as a tree right behind me, slowly crossing the road, kind of holding up traffic.
He's coming at us with a large piece of equipment that could crush easily all of us.
Put your hands up. Do it now. I know you're not a plant. Slowly. Drop that.
This dude is butt-ass naked. What the
In recent years, pro golf tournaments have had to adjust to a growing number of interruptions from a new breed of boisterous fans. But 27-year-old Sean McConnell's antics took it to another level one February afternoon in Arizona when he interrupted play at one of the state's biggest pro tournaments.
Headed to the open, baby.
My name is Sean McConnell, but everybody calls me Mac.
That's McConnell running onto the 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale, wearing nothing but his undersized bathing suit.
I've always wanted to streak. Living out in Phoenix, there's this really fun golf tournament. I thought it was a good environment to put a smile on people's faces.
Dude, what the hell?
They made the mistake of sending some 60-year-old guy after me. That guy's not gonna catch me.
After ditching security on the 16th green, McConnell found himself in a foot chase with Scottsdale police on the 17th hole. Finally, after about 5 minutes, his streak looked like it was coming to an end.
Robert 28 down the 17th fairway. The cops had kind of surrounded that area, and I just had nowhere else to go. I was just so tired. I caught my breath. I stood up, spread out my arms. The entire crowd just went crazy. That had to be one of the best feelings ever. It felt so cool. I really had nowhere to escape. I ended up jumping off the logo back out to the cops. I barely made it.
This way, over this way. I don't want you to get by this rebar, all right? Hey, there's rebar right here. Watch out.
The cops were all pretty lighthearted about the whole thing.
I'm not gonna fight you guys, I promise. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight you. All right, just stay on the ground. Straight on the ground. Thank you. Hands behind your back.
McConnell was arrested for trespassing, disorderly conduct, and failure to obey a lawful order from law enforcement. He was also told he cannot return to the location for at least a year. And he spent that night in jail.
I got put into a holding cell for a little bit in the wet suit and nothing else on. After a couple of hours, they finally ended up giving me a jumpsuit. One of the best things about this whole ordeal was this suit I was wearing. The company that made this ended up hitting me up, and they paid for my entire bail for me to get out of jail.
McConnell pled not guilty to all 3 charges. If found guilty, he could receive anything from a suspended sentence to 180 days in jail, a fine of up to $2,500, and 3 years probation. His case is pending.
Fine. All right. Step. He's gonna take a southbound.
Early one February morning, officers from the LAPD's Southwest Division were in hot pursuit of a man they say was driving a stolen truck.
Yeah, TC.
Suddenly, the speeding truck and its trailer smashed into a parked car.
Yeah, TC.
But that didn't stop the driver, later identified as 30-year-old Pedro Villalobos.
We're gonna be eastbound 40th. Seatbelt.
All units on frequency standby. 355 is in pursuit of a code 37. Southbound 4 hour from 40th Place to 55.
After the car chase ended, the strangest thing happened when the man exited the vehicle. He fled on a skateboard. As he kicked away on his board, LAPD officers continued the frenzied chase. And Villalobos was easy for them to spot in his fluorescent yellow vest. Before long, this officer was able to jump out of his car and push Villalobos off his skateboard.
Relax, give me your hand. Sorry, don't be sorry. Just give us your hand, that's it.
And place him under arrest.
Relax.
Pedro Villalobos was booked on 2 counts of vehicle theft and 1 count of reckless evading. He pled not guilty, and he's currently in jail awaiting trial. Astoria, Oregon is a small coastal city on the mouth of the mighty Columbia River, known for its breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. But Astoria may best be known as the setting of the classic 1985 movie Goonies, and the Goonies house has become a popular tourist attraction. Baymon Zachary, a lifelong Goonies superfan, bought the house in 2022.
So we're here at the Goondocks. This is the front porch that all the Goonies, all those actors that today are like super famous, Josh Brolin, Sean Astin, Corey Feldman, Ke Kwan, this is where it all started. And literally right there is where so many of the shots in the film were done.
One February morning when Baymon was out of town, the house drew some unwanted attention. Security cameras captured someone approaching the house, and what they uncovered was strange, even for the Goonies house.
$500 I spent.
So one of my friends was like, hey man, check the cameras, check out this video. What is that? We realized it was a gigantic dead fish that was like this big. So we see it literally on the front porch, like right down there. I've only owned this house for like a month, and somebody's dropped me a dead fish.
Astoria police had no leads until a strange and dramatic event befitting the original Goonies adventure unfolded.
My name's Thomas Litwin. I'm a sergeant with the Astoria Police Department. I overheard the U.S. Coast Guard requesting an ambulance to the Astoria Air Station because they were bringing somebody in a helicopter from a water rescue. Didn't think much of it. It happens fairly commonplace here in Astoria with the Coast Guard here stationed here. But I saw the pictures on the U.S. Coast Guard's Twitter account. Could tell right away it was the same person.
The suspect was identified as 35-year-old Jericho Wolf Labonte. Police say 2 days after dumping a fish on the steps of the Goonies house, Labonte stole a yacht from a local marina, and after trying unsuccessfully to navigate through the Columbia River's notoriously rough waters, had to be rescued by the Coast Guard. Labonte was arrested, charged, and pled not guilty to theft, criminal mischief, unauthorized use of a vehicle, and recklessly endangering another person for the stolen yacht incident. For the fish incident at the Goonies house, he was charged with criminal mischief and pled not guilty. Both cases are pending. Early one November morning, police in Richmond, Indiana, responded to reports of a vehicle theft. A very strange vehicle theft.
Oh, someone stole a street sweeper! This man stole a street sweeper! Oh, hell no, y'all see this? They stole a street sweeper!
Richmond PD followed the suspect, who allegedly stole the street sweeper from a construction site, through residential neighborhoods while amused onlookers documented the slow-speed chase on their phones.
Y'all see this? Oh, he going through the park. Oh, no, man, no!
The chase continued for over an hour, never exceeding 15 miles per hour.
Y'all seen this? I've been following him since Birdie's Hill. Have you seen him take forward? Oh, I didn't see that. He was driving good when I see him, but I didn't see no hitting cars.
The pursuit ended when the driver crashed the heavy machinery into a river and attempted to flee on foot.
They come. There he is.
54-year-old Sammy Allen was quickly arrested by K-9 units and charged with auto theft, resisting law enforcement, and criminal mischief damage. He has not entered a plea, and his case is pending. Late one cold December afternoon in Waverly, Ohio, 34-year-old Autumn Satterfield was being booked for probation violations related to a heroin possession conviction, when deputies say she escaped from the Pike County Sheriff's Department holding facility. Waverly PD joined Pike County deputies, local fire departments, and Ohio State Highway Patrol in a frantic effort to find her. Her jail-issued shoes were soon found on a nearby farm, but there was no sign of Satterfield. Finally, after night fell almost 3 hours into the search, 911 dispatchers received a call reporting that a woman wearing a yellow jumpsuit had been spotted at a nearby senior living community. Pike County Sheriff Charles Reeder and Waverly Police Chief Dennis Crabtree were among the officers who converged on the community's rec center.
Step out of the hot tub. Get up. Okay. Step out of the hot tub. Get up. Okay.
Despite insisting she was naked, Satterfield was still wearing her jail-issued jumpsuit in the hot tub when she was taken into custody. Following her apprehension, Satterfield was charged with felony escape. She waived her right to a preliminary hearing, and eventually the escape charge was dropped. For her probation violations, Satterfield served 90 days in prison, then was released. When plow operator Paul Manson woke up to heavy snow one Saturday morning, he says he did what he always does. He got in his truck and he went to work. A few hours later, his route was suddenly blocked. But it had nothing to do with the bad weather.
I was literally making my last pass, and there was a guy standing in the middle of the road yelling and screaming at me.
Over here! You got plenty of room! Push it over there! Out of the road! Over there!
I videoed the whole thing. I was just mortified that somebody would do something like that.
Here's where my driveway ends. Right here. Push it out of the road. Your job is to clear the road. Clear the road. Now, get in your truck and do your job.
I'll be calling the chief of police. Thank you.
Good for you. This is the end of my driveway.
This is completely unacceptable. Unacceptable.
This is the road.
And I'll push it in further then. That's my job. Get it off the road. That's all I do.
Get it over there.
Don't tell me what to do.
Well, you're not doing it. You do a job. Every time. And now you got this piss-ass attitude. I'll push it further in your driveway.
That's my job. Get it off the road.
Yeah, well, you don't.
I get it off the road.
You do not.
Well, I'm gonna get it off the road.
Get it off the road.
Someone yelling about snow removal is not the strangest part of the story. It's who was doing the yelling.
Last week we looked at the first 5 verses of this chapter and read that the Lord had told the people that he loved them. And that is a central theme throughout the entire Bible, the love of God.
That's pastor and New Hampshire State Representative Jeffrey Greason.
Look at this! This is the road! Get it off the road! And you don't put it in my driveway. You don't
Get your hands off me.
I didn't
Get them off me.
I didn't touch you.
I only called the cops once in the 5 years I've been the road agent in Wentworth. He was a bit taken back when I showed him the video.
Later that day, Greason was arrested and charged with criminal threatening, assault, and disorderly conduct. But Paul still had no idea who he'd encountered that day.
I posted it on my personal Facebook page. You know, I just wanted people to see what we as plow operators go through. Not just me, but, you know, other plow operators all over every state. And I had people on my Facebook saying, I think that's the pastor and he's a state representative.
I didn't
Get them off me.
I didn't touch you.
I got into work Monday morning and there was a voicemail. Hello, this is Jeffrey Greason. I am just calling to apologize.
Greason pleaded not guilty and his case is pending. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge is universally acclaimed as one of the most beautiful man-made structures in the world. It's no wonder 2 daredevils from Wisconsin were so eager to conquer it. At 3 a.m. one April morning, 21-year-old Thomas Rector and 18-year-old Peter Kerr scaled the vertical suspension cables of the Golden Gate Bridge. The 2 daredevils ascended the bridge's north tower about 750 feet above sea level.
Guys, we've just made it to the top. This is incredible, to be honest. It's so beautiful up here.
But for Rector and Kerr, it wasn't all about the view from the 85-year-old landmark. Their death-defying stunts, a major security breach, went undetected at the time. But after the video became popular on social media, authorities tracked down Rector and Kerr at their homes in Milwaukee. They were arrested and charged with misdemeanor trespassing and climbing on a toll bridge. Rector and Kerr were ordered to pay fines, and after successfully completing community service, their charges were dismissed. After 23-year-old Florida man Cody Hessian drove an allegedly stolen car into a ditch, Pasco County deputies discovered that he wasn't the only one monkeying around that day. Deputies Mike Cinta and Zachary Denler got the call about the single vehicle accident, and when they arrived, they arrested Hessian for auto theft.
How's it going, Cody?
But even these seasoned law enforcement professionals were surprised to meet Hessian's co-pilot that day.
Deal is, it's gonna have to go to a sanctuary here.
There's no telling how many thousands of traffic stops and even felony traffic stops I conducted in my career. And there's a first time for everything, especially somebody so compliant, and then all of a sudden he gets out and this dude's got a damn monkey on a leash with him. I mean, I think that threw me for a loop more than anything.
The vehicle's owner, an acquaintance of Hessian's, told deputies Hessian stole the unlocked car from her driveway, but Hessian claimed the woman gave him the keys.
You want to say goodbyes for now?
Before taking him into custody, the deputies allowed Hessian a moment to say goodbye to his primate friend, a capuchin monkey named Monk.
Yeah, we're all good here. We're getting them in the carrier right now. It's been pretty friendly, at least so far.
Hessian was booked into Lando Lakes Detention Center and charged with grand theft motor vehicle. Bond was set at $20,000 and he pled not guilty. Later, the Florida State Attorney concluded that the facts and circumstances revealed did not warrant prosecution, and the charges against Hessian were dropped. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, Hessian did not have a license for the monkey. So, on the day of his arrest, Monk was brought to the Suncoast Primate Sanctuary, where the park manager said he's doing well.